Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the smallest unit of life called cell. A cell is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known organisms. Cytology is the scientific study of cells. Cells have primary components. Those primary components are the plasma membrane, cytoskeleton, those are the orange things right there, and the cytoplasm. So first, let's talk about the function of the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane defines boundaries and protects the cell, controls interactions with other cells, controls movements of materials into and out of the cell. So those are the functions of the plasma membrane. Now let's talk about the structure of the plasma membrane. What is it made of? It is made of a two-layer structure called a phospholipid bilayer. A phospholipid is made up of a hydrophilic phosphate head along with two hydrophobic fatty acid tails. Then we also have the cholesterol molecules, and those are the blue parts right there. So the cholesterol molecules are found between the phospholipids and provide some rigidity to the membrane. Then we have the glycolipids. So the glycolipids extend from the extracellular surface and provides a variety of functions. Now lastly, we have the membrane proteins, and those are the purple ones. Membrane proteins. So membrane proteins have numerous functions, and that includes receptors, second messengers, enzymes, channel proteins, carrier proteins, cell identity markers, and cell adhesion molecules. Now let's talk about the cytoskeleton. And so those are those orange things right there. So the cytoskeleton is a network of protein filaments and cylinders that structurally support a cell, determines its shape, organize its contents, direct the movements of material within the cell, and contribute to movements of the cell as a whole. So that's the cytoskeleton. Now the next component is the cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm of a cell includes all of the contents inside of the cell. In the cytoplasm, there is cytosol. So what is the cytosol? The cytosol is the fluid where everything floats in and referred to as the intracellular fluid. So that's the cytosol. And then you also have the organelles. The organelles are the internal structures of a cell that carry out specialized metabolic tasks. The first organelle I'm going to talk about is the nucleus. So this is the nucleus right here. So the nucleus is the control center. It contains DNA. Now it is surrounded by a bilayer membrane called the nuclear envelope. So this is the nuclear envelope. The nucleus also contains nucleolus. That's the nucleolus. And nucleolus produces other organelles called ribosomes. And we'll get into that later on. Now, the next organelle I want to talk about is the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum consists of extensive channels called cisternae. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is continuous with the nuclear envelope, and it contains ribosomes. Those red dots are the ribosomes. Now, the ribosomes are responsible for peptide and protein synthesis. Then we have the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. They don't contain ribosomes. And they are continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum detoxifies the cytoplasm. Then we have the Golgi complex. That's the green part right here. So what is the Golgi complex? It's made of flat sacs called cisternae, puts the final touches on peptides and protein synthesis, and also synthesizes carbohydrates. Finished proteins are packaged in the Golgi vesicles and are then transported in the cytoplasm. So the Golgi vesicles are the transporter in the cytoplasm. Vesicles sometimes export products out through the cell membrane by the process of exocytosis. Okay, next we have lysosome. Lysosome are specialized type of Golgi vesicles that travel around the cell and break down organelles and particles. So that's the lysosome. Then we have the peroxisome. Peroxisomes resemble lysosomes. They are produced by the endoplasmic reticulum. They detoxify cells by producing hydrogen peroxide to break down particles. Next, we have the mitochondria. They are oval organelles that synthesize ATP. They are often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. Lastly, we have the centrioles. Centrioles are paired organelles that are arranged in perpendicular fashion. Each centriole contains numerous microtubules. Microtubules are protein that function during cell division. So that is the cytoplasm and the organelles. And that ends my presentation about the cell.